So we got something a little bit different out of our wheelhouse, but still just as cool. 2006 Corvette. So it's super nice, black on black. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. So like I said, see, it's black on black. Paint is actually in pretty good shape. It's just got your normal black that you expect with your swirl, some car washing and things like that. But no crazy dents or anything like that. Super dope. Excuse me. Of course, we got you know, the big Corvette brakes, drilled and slotted rotors at all four corners. Michelin Pilot sport tires, which if you guys do any type of you know, any type of like real driving, aggressive driving, these are the tires to have. 18s in the front. I think it's 18s in the back too. 19s in the back. So super clean setup. Very aggressive tire as well. So as we keep moving, you can see, like I said, paint and body's in pretty good shape. You just got your normal black, you know, love marks. Like all of them. Got your removable roof. Glass looks solid, no cracks, no rock chips. Rear looks good, no cracks in the rear bumper. Super dope on this one too. We got a borla exhaust, so you got the quad exhaust. Obviously them quad tail lights kind of iconic for the Vette as well. As we come around this driver's side, rear quarter looks good. No waves, no crazy dents or anything. I think this wheel setup fits this car super clean. And we're just gonna keep moving around. Rather simple. Windshield's in good condition. No cracks, no rock chips, no spider webbing anywhere. And front fender as well. Again, no signs of any accidents. Clean Carfax, of course, but no rash anywhere, no cracks in any of the bumpers. And there's our hood. Hood looks pretty good. It's been rainy nonstop these last 2 days. Every single time we open the bay door, all of this dust comes in. So apologize for that. Headlights look solid. No moisture inside of them. And then here's our front bumper with the bottom splitter. No cracks or anything, no dents. Looks super clean. It's gonna be a super fast walk around. Obviously, anytime we got a two-door. Let me go ahead and pop that and then get the keys. So you guys probably know, if you're watching this video, you already know what's under here. LS2, I think what, like 400 horses, 400 pound-feet of torque as well. Back in 2006, this was you know, the motor to have. I know nowadays, you know, you hear about, you know, these Hellcats, Coyotes and all of that, LT4s. Back in 06, this was the motor to have. This thing was moving. Everything works on the car: power brakes, power steering, AC. Pop the hatch. There's the glass removable top. Super clean underneath, nothing but carpet under here. Let me see. Just pop that up so you guys can see. Hard to do with one hand, but either way you can see it's just carpeted under there, nothing there. Top locks into those little slots there. And then there's a little Corvette fabric that hides it, so you don't have to see that. Let's go ahead and shut that. Check out the interior super quick. For those that might not have had a Vette before or know, the door handles themselves, they're all electronically open. So it's a little push button, push pad behind there, and then a push button there as well. If there's no power in the car, there's an emergency latch. It's on the side of the doors. So there's one right here and then one on the other side. Little tiny bit, you know, it opens up to the hatch for your storage space. This vehicle did have a sub in there at some point in time, clearly. Passenger seat in pretty good condition. Got your normal wear patterns for a car over 100,000 miles. Door panel looks good. No rips, no tears. There's some puddle lights here that just shoot the Corvette logo on the ground. And then you got your door seals. Nothing crazy. Dash looks good. No cracks, no warping. Aftermarket radio with a backup camera, Everything else is your normal heated seats, you know, your climate controls. This is an automatic. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. Driver panel looks solid. No cracks, nothing there to point out. And then driver's seat does have a little more wear and tear. You got your normal little cracks there, and you could tell a little bit of cracking right there. So a little more wear in the driver's seat. Carpet still looks good, dash looks good. So let's get ready for this test drive. All right, y'all, we're gonna get started on the test drive on the Vette. Let's fire her up. Drop this down. Mileage reads 142. Yep, 142,000. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Brights. Let's see. Turn the brightness up and down on the cluster. What else? Lights are on right now. They're on auto, but I turned them on so you guys can see them, so we're good there. Headlamps on. Let's see. Radio works clearly. AC is already on. Just turning it back and forth so you guys can see. Blows cold. Turn that off. What else? Windows good. Door locks good, obviously. Horn good. So let's go ahead. Actually, let me check the heated seat. Came on, so let's turn that off. All right, you guys can tell already this thing sounds good. LS2 already sounds good on its own, but with the borla exhaust, it does wake it up just a little bit, so it definitely sounds good. I'm gonna actually go this way, a little bit different from normal. I'm gonna tell you guys, like, this is one of my younger favorite cars. Like when I was coming out of high school, this C6, I never liked any Vettes from the 5th through the 5th gen. Never cared about any of them, but the 6, 7, 8, I like all of them. And I remember when this one came out, because it was, you know, there was no more Camaros, no more Firebirds. In my opinion, the Mustang was trash. Had like 250 horses that I forgot. I don't know if it was the Bleeding Edge or the one right after that, or Cutting Edge, whatever they called that Mustang body after that. But I never cared for them, and they didn't have any power. So when this came out, I loved the burnt orange color they had. I think it was like the 50th anniversary, somewhere in that range. But man, this thing flew. Again, you know, 400 horses doesn't sound like a lot by any means, but it is, you know, especially in a car that probably weighs somewhere in between 3,500 and 3,800. And back in 06, you know, 0 to 60 in, you know, about 4 seconds. That was relatively fast for sure, and this thing handled well as well. The only thing that stopped me from ever truly grabbing one when I got older, I'm gonna be honest, I just never liked the interiors until the C8. I think the C8 interior is beautiful, but these 6s, I just felt like they were just plasticky everywhere. I didn't feel like anything stood out about it. I felt like they were good driving cars. You can have a lot of fun in them. You see a lot of people building them now, but I just didn't like the like I said, I didn't like the interior. But it's definitely a fun car to drive. This one feels great. No lights on. Motor is super responsive. Brakes feel great. Suspension is nice and tight, the way that you want your sport cars to be. This one also has the paddle shifters, which is pretty cool. Kind of hard for me to use while I'm holding the camera as well, but I'm gonna go a little bit further on this test drive because I was talking. I really didn't get to kind of open her up for you guys. I know if you're getting a Vette, that's the thing that you care about. You want to make sure that she can go. Also, there is a heads-up display I didn't show. I don't think it's gonna pick up on the camera too good though, because it's the old school green. But there is a heads-up display that's working. So let's open this up. You guys can hear it right there. You know, I didn't even dig deep down all the way into the throttle. She shot up to 50 super quick, and the tires started chirping. So again, this LS2 is more than enough power to have fun. Obviously, you know, if you're a person that builds cars, you know, then, you know, you're gonna always want more than what you have. But if you're looking to get this for a weekend car that just have fun in, this is an adequate amount of power and a very good foundation. So that's a quick 60 run. You know, obviously I didn't have it floored by any means at all, but she pulls nice and steady all the way through the RPM range. And like I said, it just sounds good as well. And she feels planted as well. That's another thing. You know, we do get a lot of cars that have been built, might, you know, already be LS swapped. And, you know, they have power for sure, but they don't always feel planted. This being low and wide, it definitely feels planted to the ground. So I'm gonna get back and put her on the rack so you guys can see underneath. All right, y'all, so we got the Vette up on the rack. Again, looking at the rear bumper, nice and solid. No cracks anywhere, no dents. Looks like they replaced these the lens markers on the rear with clear lights. Actually looks clean. You guys can see this borla exhaust. Again, the quad pipes look beautiful. You see the weld work. Getting underneath, everything looks nice and clean. No signs of any leak. Obviously there shouldn't be any rust under here. As we move straight forward, of course, a lot of this is covered for aerodynamic purposes, so that's why it's built to be nice, slick, and smooth. But you can see the frame is nice and straight. And as we move down, everything looks clean. No signs of leak from the trans or from the oil pan itself. Everything looks beautiful underneath. Coming to the front, again, that front splitter along with the bumper looks solid. I don't see any cracks, any type of curb rash or anything. Obviously, it's doing a great job of getting up driveways. Wheels look pretty solid, no curb rash to point out. Again, 18s in the front by 275. As we keep moving, underneath the body looks nice and solid. Again, it's a 19 in the rear and a 305, so significantly wider in the back. Let's get on down this driver's side. Again, this thing, you can tell it was well taken care of. So, super clean. If you guys are interested in this 06 Corvette, make sure you give us a call at 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.